There's a limit to what you need. The question is, what do I need? My brothers, let us ask this serious question. What do I need? Because you know what's happening? If you start to pick and choose as many things as you want, and they're all enjoyable, you know, you got this game and you've got that app, and you got, you know, you're playing this, and there's all the other, you know, Sony, you know, entertainment gear that you've got, you know, PlayStation, you've got Xbox, you've got, you know, Nintendo Wii, whatever you've got. These things, again, they're making us very comfortable in our things. And I'm not saying to you just to kick it all out, but I'm going to say to you is, let's now weigh it with what we're supposed to have. Because when the moment comes, my brothers, this is a serious question. When the moment comes that I'm standing on the Day of Judgment, and Allah has said in the Holy Quran in Surah Al-Zilzal, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَى وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَى. Whoever has done an atom or committed an atom's weight of good will see it on the Day of Judgment. Whoever has done an atom's weight of evil or sin will see it on the Day of Judgment. When I stand up on the Day of Judgment, I will see all my good deeds in front of me and all my bad deeds in front of me. And I'm being serious here. If every evening, okay, no, we're busy. Already, you know, we're hooked in this little rat race where you have to spend 8 hours out of your house. And either it's in work or it's university, it's college, or whatever it is, you're already busy. You come home at 5, 6 o'clock. And la ilaha illallah, you know, after seeing, then you got family. You got family. And the real sad thing is some people have even sacrificed the family for some of these stuff. You know, for Twitter and Facebook. They'd rather see people on Facebook than see their family members. Right? They seriously need to start understanding what family is. Technology is supposed to be used and not loved. And people, family members, are supposed to be loved and not used. If this is happening in our lives, we've got a serious problem, because there are people who come home and they don't even cross each other for a conversation. The guy comes in 6 o'clock, his brother comes in 7 o'clock, guy's having his, you know, supper at 6:30, his brother's having 7:30, microwave, that's it. He goes up in his room, he goes in his room, and they're both on the internet. And brothers are not, you know, real brothers. He's got more closer friends outside in his cyber world than his own brother, and it's seriously happening. And mothers with sons and daughters, the family unit is breaking up. And if this is happening because of technology, there's a serious question: how long am I going to allow this to continue happening to my family? There's people come home at 6 o'clock. Now listen to this, yeah? They come home at 6 o'clock, they just about get down, have the supper, see the family for a bit, okay? And then send the kids to bed, whatever. Then they're watching a movie for 2 hours. Or they're watching some programs, or they're on their, you know, PlayStation, or they're on some Facebook or Twitter, whatever it is, they're on there, and the next minute it's time to go to sleep. So they go to sleep after the movies or whatever, they go to sleep, wake up in the morning, you know, quickly freshen up, go to work, 8 hours out there, come back again, maybe 1 hour in the house, family, whatever, and straight again in technology. Now you tell me, where in the world, I'm honestly speaking, where in the world have these people got time for the investment for the akhirah? Because they're going to end up on the Day of Judgment, they're going to see in front of them work, technology, work, technology. They're going to see huge heaps of time for work given and huge heaps of time for technology. I'm not saying don't go to work. But my point is, people on the Day of Judgment will come and they will start looking and seeing, what is it that I've got? Now, if we can't spare an hour, 2 hours, you know what our parents used to do? Now, what happened? I remember my mother. And I had not my own grandmother, but I like a sort of grandmother. I'm sure you'll be able to put your hands up and remember this. They used to have these things called wazifas. They still got them around. Wazifas, yeah? Yeah, put your hands up if you've seen any one of your mothers, aunties, grandmothers, yeah, with the wazifas, yeah? Come on, yeah, you know, my mother, and I'm sure you can say the same thing with yourself, right? She brought 5 of us up together. 5 of us, yeah? And we were all very close to one another in terms of age. She brought us up in the time when there was no washing machines. There's no dishwashers. They were the dishwashers. They were the, you know, the machines that washed all these clothes and all that. Honestly speaking, yeah, they had to do a lot of stuff. There were no microwaves those times, right? They brought us up in all that effort and strive. And there was a time when there was even hoovers around. Like later on we saw hoovers coming around. There weren't even telephones around at that time, right? And they brought us up, and I still remember seeing my mother still having time for the Quran. Her time for a salah, time for the Quran, time for a tasbih, time for a wazifa. I still remember that. Blessed are those women. You know, Maulana Thanvi rahimahullah, what he said in one of his writings. He said, I'm telling you, he said this about 100 years ago. He said, I'm telling you, many of these women that are in these homes of India are the awliya of Allah. He said that. He actually wrote this. He said, you're not realizing this. He said, the next generation of women and the following generation of women, when they come, you will realize that these were the awliya of Allah. And I'm telling you this, that they were the awliya of Allah. They were. I can remember someone who was like a grandmother to me. She used to, at the end of the day, they just woke up for Fajr, for Tahajjud they woke up, for Tahajjud and then Fajr, and then you're reading the Wazifas, Nawafil. They used to do so many Nawafil. They used to do the Ishraq, and they used to do the Awabin. I remember clearly they used to do the Awabin and so on. Right? I mean, where are these women going now? These women are on their way to their graves. Now, what have we created? What have we got? What, women growing up, and I'm going to have my wife, and I'm going to have my daughters growing up, and the best thing they find as the pastime is what? To see the next movie, to see the next soap, to see the next what's on technology, and this email bombardment and Facebook and so on they're giving you things you don't even want.